Well, now we have some web comments. Let's take a look at what Cleverbest is saying. Yeah, usually in other F1 races, there isn't so much bumpy moments and incidents happening. So I guess there's much more improvements to come. But no worries, we did a great job. Great Singapore F1. I think what Cleverbest is saying is sort of the general feel we have post F1, huh? There's sort of like, you know, it's a great job. A lot of praise reserved for Singapore, great host. Things went pretty smoothly, but lots of room for improvement. That seems to be one thing. Off the track, however, there were other things involved, like traffic disruptions, traffic congestions. Lots of people complaining, commuters especially.
You know what? Okay, I tell this is the thing I find about Singaporeans, right? And all of us have got to raise our hands and admit it. I'm one of them.
Okay.
And we're in the media. It shows how much people do not read up, shows how much people do not bother to go and check the press releases or even go to websites and check road access closure.
I did.
Okay, but did you know on race day or any of the days during race weekend,
That you can still go all the way to Millennium Tower? Hell yeah.
yeah,
From Nicole,
Yeah.
you got to drive in. I mean, if you're driving, you know, if you're taking public transport, then it's always going to be the same. But I think a lot of people are scared off. Especially those who weren't going to get tickets, they were scared off from the police. And I think that's why business dropped. Because you can drive straight in Suntec City.
You can. Yeah, you can still go into Suntec, you could still go into Millennium Tower, actually, and I was kind of grateful, though, that people didn't.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
There'll be more jam.
That's true. And you go around asking, right, 3 hours before the race, I was going around asking some people, because there were 1,000 lots available in Suntec City. There were 400
which
plus
is seldom seen. Suntec City is always packed,
On
you know.
weekends,
Yeah.
So I think the Prime Minister did say they want to look at closing the roads only on a Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. So that should be good. I mean, I'm sure they can improve things a lot better.
But I think it's not only with the public transport problem, because apparently when I'm at gate 1 trying to go to gate 4 or somewhere, right?
Oh, it's so far.
The marshals were not able to direct me properly, like, okay, whether it's gate 4 open or not, because I wanted to go in after the race to the Padang there. And there were a lot of miscommunications between the police, the ushers themselves, so it was quite bad in that aspect.
And was it you, Ernest, who was telling me that after winning, Alonso actually just took his helmet and pretty much walked across the construction area to get back to his hotel?
Oh yeah, that's right, because it was late. It was about 1, I think, 1 plus. Yeah. So I saw him walking out, and then I saw all the Spanish fans, Alonso, Alonso, right? There was this group, and they were mobbing him, you see, and then his girlfriend was waiting and smiling and laughing at the whole thing. Then, of course, him and his girlfriend, Rosario, I think, then the two of them had to walk through the construction site thing.
But usually drivers get a car, right? Personal car.
Yeah, but because he's Ritz-Carlton, he's staying in Ritz-Carlton.
So it's walkable distance.
Yeah. But I don't know, maybe they thought it was quite romantic to walk through a construction site.
They have different ideas of romance all over the world.
Yeah, different kinds.
And he's wearing his Renault shirt.
Maybe after he won, he wanted to see the real part of Singapore.
He was always in
maybe.
slippers, huh? That's the other thing about Alonso. Always
and Bermudas,
slippers,
right?
Wow, he suits the Singapore dress code,
That's
man.
it,
He is Singapore dress code.
Very Singaporean,
we actually saw people going to the Istana actually in shirts and singlets and slippers this weekend. Yeah, for Hari Raya, even though there are dress codes. So, hopefully.
Would they let in?
Yeah, they were. They were. But hopefully Alonso didn't do that during his Istana visit, though. I'm sure he didn't. I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Okay, well, you guys were all there, and so was my fellow journalist from RazorTV. He was there at the race, and he got it on video from his mobile phone. Well, this following clip will give us a front seat to the F1 experience. Let's have a look.
The comment, Hello Bunny says, I love F1 but I don't really like the route diversion, so troublesome. And I also didn't really like the starting part where our national anthem was sang but everybody like don't bother. Really a bad scene.
We don't have a culture,
Jang,
right?
jang, jang, jang.
Well, I think the national anthem, at first the singer's mic wasn't turned up to the full
dear.
volume. I think so.
Okay.
Just like yours,
Because when we were in the media center, no, back to this. When we were in the media center, so we didn't hear until she was halfway through the song. Yeah.
Who actually sang?
There was this Indian girl, right? 18-year-old.
Operatic version, right? Of Majulah Singapore.
Ah.
So it's a young girl.
So only a few lines
And-
into the song, then she...
So Mike was dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
that's a
but then
pity.
again, would a lot of Singaporeans have been able to sing along? Do you think it was largely a Singaporean crowd?
I don't think people, a lot of Singaporeans have been to Formula One races, and maybe they're not sure. Because there is an accepted practice of singing Majulah Singapura at football games.
Yes.
Everyone seems to know that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that culture is, or that kind of tradition is known yet in Formula One. So I don't blame Singaporeans if they didn't know. Unless someone told, okay, now all rise and
But
sing.
then, I think that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Should have been said. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's practiced in all the other Formula
Cities,
Ones as well, and it seems to happen too. But everybody usually always stands in respect and stuff like that.
But not
So-
everyone sings.
We did
Not everyone
stand,
sings.
but we just don't sing.
Yeah. You need the words on the back of your fan,
And you have
maybe.
that lady,
Then.
you have that lady singing for us already. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
You feel it in your heart, not
feel it in your heart and your soul. So, do you think it would have made a difference if you had a Singaporean F1 racer there? How to say? Well, I know that there was a Singaporean racer who actually did take a podium. His name was Ringo Chong,
Yep.
right? And I think some of you might actually have talked to them. Yes, no? Yes, no? No?
I think Ernest might have.
Ernest?
I don't know him personally. I haven't met him yet, but yeah, I heard that he was first. It's actually quite something. I wanted to try and do something, but I think we were all
Oh, he's
caught
still
up.
in Singapore, by the way, if you need his number. I have it.
Yes, okay. I want to try and add him into our coverage actually,
Yes.
but I think we were so taken up with the
too
events
swamped
of Formula One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, do you
But he
think...
won the BN, is it BMW?
No.
or Porsche?
No.
Porsche.
Porsche.
No. Not the Porsche.
Porsche, BN, Aston
No.
Martin.
Aston, one of the races.
One
I
of the
think it
support
was- I
races,
think-
yeah.
I think
It was
could
a
have been
supporting
Aston.
race.
Yeah.
It could have been Aston.
Could have been
Yeah,
Aston.
actually, I think it is the Aston. Because Formula One, Formula BMW has all the younger races.
Okay, what I think is interesting about the sport races, right, with the Singaporean drivers, it would have been nice if MediaCorp could have shown those
Or highlights, at least
the
highlights of it.
races or the highlights
support
in the day.
coverage.
In the day, maybe
Okay.
get the live coverage even. You know.
Since they...
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you
It's a
have
local
your
racer.
people at the kopitiams and all that just watching TV in the afternoon.
Yeah,
They got
yeah.
nothing to watch. Just let them see a couple of
Maybe
local.
Singapore pools could have opened bets on it.
Yeah, oh, for that one.
Master
lah.
mind.
It'd be quite
For sure.
confusing because apparently the
Yeah.
newspaper ran the report that
Not none,
What was
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Alonso?
Oh, he didn't score that Saturday.
Laughing at her. No, but
That's right, yeah.
there were quite a lot of
What, your paper?
Chubby, yes.
Oh, yeah,
I think
point
you're right.
here,
Yeah,
point
sorry.
there,
No,
point here, point there
I
now.
think it was TNP. I think it was TNP. Yeah.
No, but what was that?
They spoke about Alonso, then they thought it was Chubby Alonso.
Chubby,
Yeah.
Yes.
What was that? The Porsche actually had a record number of Singapore teams. They actually
Three,
had
is
six.
it?
No,
Three.
six. They had 6 drivers and 3 teams and 1 who was representing a Hong Kong team. A Singaporean guy representing a Hong Kong team. So it was a pity that we didn't get
I
to
think
see.
next year we should cover them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So next year, y'all will give us more coverage as well on those
Porsche, all
matches.
these stuff, Porsche, BMW, and Aston Martin.
You know, since y'all are in charge of covering it as well.
Okay, enough of pressuring our nice guests
Under
here.
pressure.
I think
Okay,
to be
anyway,
pressured.
let's take a break now before we
Yes.
start fighting, okay? But when we come back, we'll bring you more on the F1 aftermath.
Yes.